I said I'd been working on my Cozy Memories blanket, and I have. Since I finished the scrappy socks and the other projects for Christmas, I have worked all of this column up to here, and then I'm currently going along this top line. Now I'm happy with the width of it. I just want it to be longer this way, so I've got several rows more, probably 3 or 4 rows more to put on. I'm just halfway through a square there. These are mostly the Advent minis, the leftovers from the socks, and I've got lots of other bits and bobs to put in it as well, but I really want to get this done over the next couple of months. I find I can only work on it for a couple of months of the year. Once it starts to get like anything like spring and warmer, I mean, I'm even struggling to work on it a bit now because it's not very cold. It's quite a mild winter thus far, but I've found a way of sort of bundling it all up on the arm of the chair while I knit on it, so I can avoid the heat for the most part. But yes, I've just been making stitch markers, as you'll have seen, so I'm going to edit all my photos because I've photographed them as well, and then upload all of those to Etsy and have a little sit and a rest. And if I've got time left once I've done all that, I'm going to sit and knit a little while on this beauty. friends, it's lovely to speak to you again. It's been a little while. I've been recording some footage over the last week or so, but not managed to actually put it together into a vlog. But I'm going to have a go again now. that that caught the back of my throat. I dropped in because I'm at the end of a project, so I've got a finished object and I'm just about to start a new one, and I've got some pretty yarn to show you, so I thought I'll sit down and have a quick chit chat before it's time to go and get the kids from school. So here's my FO. This was my Christmas Eve cast on. So hot off the needles, it's still damp and in its blocking state. This is the Heel Toe Do-Si-Do pattern by Kay Litton, who is the Crazy Sock Lady. The yarn is Rhapsody yarns in the colourway HMRST, and the heels, toes and this little bit of tipping on the cuff are West Yorkshire Spinners in a colourway I can't remember. But I'm really pleased with how these have turned out. It's such pretty colours and really lovely sparkle, which I think is gold. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gold sparkle. Sorry about the bit of glare there. I wanted to try and show you these in the best light possible. It's difficult finding the right place to sit, especially at this time of year. So they were done on a 2.25mm needle, 64 stitches. I did 1x1 twisted, and you can't see it very well there, 1x1 twisted rib, and then you go straight into this, it's got this chevron pattern on the front. Let's see if I can twist it like this, so that you can see the chevron a bit better. Yeah, there you go. So that runs up the front of your foot. I'm definitely going to do this pattern again, probably in a self-striping yarn. I've got a few to get my teeth stuck into, so yeah, I really want to see how that'll work. I'm sure it'll look great. I know a lot of people have done it. So they're going to go back on the radiator and carry on blocking now. So, moving on to my new cast on, I'm going to be making a pair of fingerless mitts using this, which is one of my older colourways, but it's the first time I've dyed it on a DK base. This is Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and it's got like a micro striping pattern in it, and I've dyed this. I'm not sure if you can see the sparkle in it or not, but that is on the merino nylon sparkle DK, and it's so squishy, so squishy. So I am going to do sort of a mishmash pattern. I'm not 100% sure exactly what the pattern's going to be yet, but it's going to be plain and simple because the yarn speaks for itself. So I'm going to use my Chow Goo Red Laces in 3.25mm needle to maximise the squishiness of the fabric, and I'm going to be keeping it in my Rainbow Unicorns bag, which was made for me by Jazz Kitten Wet. Jazz Kitten. There we go. And I've got my little unicorn, spotty unicorn on there to keep me company as well, whose name is Harmony. I also had a small acquisition, which I've left over here. Like a Wally. Scooch back. I'm trying to build up on the number of indie dyed DK yarns in my stash, and I've got a bit of a scrappy project in mind. So I bought a skein of Hannah from the Corner of Craft and Chromatic yarns in the colourway Pixie, a very similar base colour to this, but the speckles in it are all gorgeous greens and pinks and violets, and that's on the 100% Superwash Blueface Leicester base. I'm not sure, I might make a pair of mittens for myself in this. So squishy. So that's going to go into the stash. And she also sent me a Bird and Blend tea bag, which is Dozy Girl. And that also came with a 50% off drinks coupon for the cafe there, I believe. And she sent me a Corner of Craft tote bag, which is awesome. I love it. And it says, sip and stitch, which is exactly what I intend on doing in a minute. So I'm going to put that to one side and keep that for a special day, I think. And oh yes, I was going to show you the yarns that I'm just about to upload into the shop. My mind is a lot on DK at the moment, I think because it's the time of year for knitting mittens and hats and cowls and all sorts of cosy things. So I've dyed some DK for the shop, and I've got 2 skeins of each of these. So this is my Black Cherries colourway. I think you can see the sparkle on that. It shows up really nicely against the dark purples. Make a gorgeous cowl, that one. So that's that one. There's going to be 2 of each of these going in, and that's on the sparkle. And then this is Keep Off the Dirigible Plums, which was a colourway that came out not long before Christmas, and it's mostly these bluey lilacs, and then it's got the flash of green, orange and pink going through it, and that's on the sparkle. There's also going to be 2 of the Over the Rainbow on the sparkle, and then this one, which is the one that I dyed for the hat that I was knitting as a Christmas gift, and that was for my mum-in-law Madge, and we sometimes call her Majesty with a DGE in it, so that's what this is going to be called, Her Majesty. So there's 2 of those to go in the shop, and then I've got 2 of this colourway, Tornado, which is a very, probably this light isn't doing it that much justice, to be honest, a very pale sort of moonlighty grey with these very gentle smatterings of purple, black and brown in it, which makes a really subtle but pretty knit. And this is on the can't remember the name of my bases, but it's the non-sparkle DK squishy DK base, and it's extremely soft and cosy. So I'm going to put my socks back on the radiator now, and I'm going to cast on these mitts. I visited the floristry wholesale place in Sheffield called Whittington's today, and also received a little parcel of 2 little wooden Easter bunnies. I bought this little sort of rose goldy blush vase here, and also these fairy lights from Whittington's as well. And when I got home, because this corner has been very bare, I couldn't resist starting on my Easter tiered tray. I know it's early, I don't care. Over the next few weeks I'll be searching around the house and maybe in a few shops, and probably crafting some things to fit into this as well. So it just gives me something to focus on and something pretty to look at in the house. And both those things make me happy, so no. Thus far I've got this little green teapot, this little milk jug which is part of this set here, which is midwinter pottery. I may put some of these cups on here on the mug tree as well, but I'm not sure yet. But I'm enjoying the process. I definitely want some more yellows and oranges in this setup because I don't want it to just be predominantly pink and green. I want all the nice bright pastels. Just thought I'd pop in to say 24 hours just over since casting this mitten on. 'Tis finished. I'm going to get the second one started in a moment before I have to go to sleep. It's work tomorrow, so I need a reasonably early night. But I spent a little bit of time earlier darning the ends in and just sewing down the hem of the little picot cuff here. And I just think that's a really pretty little mitten. I'm really pleased with how this colourway has worked up on the, is knitting up on the DK. Got a little bit of pool in there from the increases for the thumb gusset, but that just makes it all the more interesting. So I shall crack on and start mitten number 2. I'd like to thank you all for watching this little vlog of mine. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have and you haven't yet, click the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. That would really make my week if you would do that. And also consider just giving me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed what I've got to say and what I've got to show you. That really does make a difference. So thank you again for watching, and I'm hopefully going to be back with another little winter vlog very soon. TTFN.